Hey every guys, I'm actually going to bring you something a little bit different this time. This is Safeguard, so we're going to do tips and tricks for playing Safeguard. Unfortunately, I tried to record everyone's voices and it wasn't working. It got my half of the conversation, but it doesn't quite make a whole lot of sense if you're just listening to my half. So I'm going to do a lot of voiceover here and just give you guys some tips and tricks if you're trying to get to a really high level in Safeguard. The video here is going to start at round 65. The reason I'm doing this is just because, there's no real reason to show you the rounds 1 to 65. We actually go all the way to round 69, and you get a chance to see the different types of waves that'll come in just from the 65 to 69 area. So you're not missing out on anything except for easier waves, I guess. First thing you'll notice is this wave has an abnormally large amount of dogs. We took to calling it a dog wave. The best thing against dogs is definitely the LMG. You just kind of lay down, and as they funnel through, you can shoot them at their head level. They take more bullets than the people do, so definitely focus on the dogs first. The other two types of waves that there are is there's a shield wave where most of the people show up have shields. Those are we found that there's two ways to take care of them. Soldier's Fury here, he likes to use a shotgun and just shoot him in the legs. The shotgun, the FP6, is actually a one-shot kill if you use it if you consistently use it and level it up with the game. So one shot to the legs will do it. And then again, you can just use the LMG kind of the same way you use it against the dogs. You just kind of lay down and you shoot at their feet. It works pretty good. Again, focus on the shield guys because they're they're a pain. 3 hits from a shield and you go down. So if you get swarmed by 3 of them and they all hit you once, you go down. Same with the dogs. 3 hits from a dog and you go down. And then the third and final wave is wave of shooters, I guess you could say. And it's just regular guys. It's probably the easiest wave. That's where you do all your leveling up because you aim for the head and kind of treat it like a zombies game. And it works pretty good. These loot rounds, they come every 6 rounds, I think, or something like that. They're the Helo Scout helicopter is absolutely useless. It's a good way to if everyone else is down, you can call it in and kind of fly away to safety for a little bit. But if you land back down on the ground, then you're pretty much toast. The best ones we found were the sentry gun and the vulture drone. The vulture drone actually does an incredible amount of damage and lasts pretty long. Same with the sentry gun. You're pretty much safe from the direction that the sentry gun is pointed. The IMS is pretty good. We'll definitely still pick it up, but it's only good for 4 explosions, right? So at these higher levels, you get 3 or 4 kills per explosion, depending on where it is. But it doesn't get you as many kills as the sentry gun, and it doesn't lock down an area. The absolute useless crate out of all of them is definitely the attack helicopter. You call it in, and probably within 15 seconds, it gets shot up with 100 grenades and is down. So it's not. We found it was the most useless one. Not to say don't pick it up if that's all you can grab, but definitely concentrate on the other ones. You probably saw me do a little trick where I had 3 kill streaks and I put one down and then picked up a box and then picked it up and ran back with it. It's a really good trick. You should try to do it as much as possible. You call in the sentry gun and then you pick up another crate, so you have full crates and your sentry guns on the ground, and then you just press square like you would in a multiplayer game, pick it up and run it. You get this Oracle mode that's pretty good. I'm not exactly sure when you get it, because sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't, and I think maybe if they shoot at you or something like that. But yeah, one of the key things that are specific to Safeguard is you'll notice my before last perk down at the bottom of the screen. It's a reload symbol with circling arrows. It's a magazine with a circling arrow thing. It's for trigger happy, and basically what it does is for every bullet that connects with the enemy, it'll take bullets from your other magazines, not the one loaded in the weapon, but the other ones, and it'll push them into your gun. Basically, you'd never have to reload. So like if you're, it's kind of hard to explain. Like if you have a 30 round magazine in this AK, and then you'll have like 180 rounds like on the side that aren't loaded yet. As you shoot and hit your enemies, it takes from the rounds like the 180. So it doesn't take any from your 30 round mag, it just takes them from the 180 as long as you keep hitting. It's really useful. It basically makes it so you don't have to reload ever. In lieu of that, so like if you can't get a hold of that, you're gonna want sleight of hand. If you don't have sleight of hand and focus, you're not gonna go very far. Agility is good to have, and then a lot of people will not bother getting extra perks. And the reason we get the extra perks is it protects the perks that you do want to keep. When you go down, your perks start flashing. Starting with the last one on the very end, they start to flash. And as they flash, I think it's like 5 or 10 times, then they disappear, and you can't use them anymore. You have to go pick them up again. And then it moves on to the next one and starts flashing. So something like Trigger Happy, I actually had 3 perks after Trigger Happy. I went down, and before they could get to me, I had lost 2 perks. But it's okay, because I didn't lose my Trigger Happy. I lost, like... I lost Stalker, and I forget what I lost, but I lost Stalker and a couple other ones that weren't as important. Right? So you want to keep your important perks, you want to get those first, and then stack up on those unimportant perks a little bit afterwards so you can protect them. You'll see in these later levels, even with 3 people, like I'm out of ammo, so I couldn't do much. I just kind of laid down and had my sentry gun there, and was waiting to pick up ammo from one of the ammo drops. It gets hectic up here. It gets pretty difficult, but yeah, just so some tips are the LMG, the FP6 shotgun. The other thing that's unique to Safeguard is the Widowmaker. It looks like the Magnum. You pick that up, it's a one-shot kill. Obviously, it shoots a little bit slower because it's a Magnum, but just like the FP6, if you get that Trigger Happy where you don't have to reload, now you got 2 one-shot kill weapons that you don't have to reload with. You can go a long time. Like he's just watching that ladder for us so we don't get snuck up behind, and it works great. What you see happening here is you get little almost like intel. When you get the intel in multiplayer and you can complete it to call in a care package. It's kind of like that, except if you complete it in this, you get miniguns. They're like one-shot kill at level 1 for a long time, and then later it's like a 1 or 2 shot kill. But they are explosive rounds, so you don't have to hit the person directly. We'd been playing for so long. I think we'd been on this for like 2 hours to get to this level. So we were just kind of being a little bit reckless, and you'll see how reckless we are at at round 69 here in a second. But we should have saved that. Like ours was melee kills, and we should have saved our melee kill until you see one of your buddies go down, and then the guy who's on the ground can just melee kill somebody like as they're running by, and then it unlocks miniguns for everyone. You mow down the enemy, you run over to him, revive him. He might lose like 1 perk, and you keep going. Here I was an idiot. I replaced my level 12 AK for the chainsaw, and it dropped it back to a level 1. Again, like in Safeguard, your levels go up with the gun. So the more kills you get, the more experience you get, and the higher the level of the gun. If you get headshots, it's worth like 30 points. Some guns are actually worth 50 points if you get a headshot, like 50 points worth of experience. So headshots are definitely worth getting. So yeah, other than that, I mean, there's not too much more to say. Just the LMG, the FP6, the Widowmaker. Those are really the 3 weapons that you want. Lay down on the ground, shoot the dogs in the face, shoot under the shields. As for maps, there's a couple different maps that we found work really good. Octane seems to work the best. We did get the farthest with Octane. The other good ones are Freight. If you go down underground, they can't open the door. If you close the like the one door underground that you can close in Freight. If you close it, they don't open it. They just all funnel in from the other side. So you can get 3 people and just kind of watch it and unload. The bad thing with this is that they can fit down the stairway like 4, 5, 6 at a time. So if you get like 6 at a time worth of shields, it's hard to try to like shoot all of them in the feet because you're not doing as much damage. We found that if you split it up here on Octane, it's a little bit easier, but you can still get really far on Freight. I think we made it to like 55, and then we see it seems more like it seems you lose more when you get impatient and you don't want to wait around anymore. That's when you make mistakes and that's when you lose. So if you were to concentrate, I'm sure you could do it just fine. Another good one is Bayview. You can go up on top and lay down. The little top area where all the snipers always are. If you lay down, you've only got the 2 ladders to come up. So you just sit up there and, with 4 people, 2 watching each ladder, you just kind of sit there with the FP6s and wait, right? And as they come up, you shoot them. That one gets super boring super fast, and people jump off and try to go Rambo, and you tend to lose a little bit quicker because you aren't trying as hard because it just gets boring. I think that's Freight, Octane, Bayview. Yeah. So here you'll see me go down. You'll see the one perk that's flashing, like I said. And then Vice went down. And then if you look, you watch the kill cam here, you'll see Fury just decided that he was going to be down on the ground, running around, instead of up with us. So yeah, that's what happens. So yeah, guys. Hopefully this kind of gave you a little bit of help if you're trying to play Safeguard. As you can see, we just started playing. We've only done a couple games, I think like 5 or 6 games, and I'm already ranked 8,000 on the leaderboard. So I'd expect that to probably drop down into the 4,000s. We're gonna play a couple more, and when we learn a little bit more about the game, I'll come back and I'll do another video. But like I said, we've only played a couple games and we've already figured out this much. We like it. It's a lot of fun. It's like a cross between zombies and the survival mode in Modern Warfare 3, so definitely go give it a try if you haven't yet. It's in the squads menu under Safeguard. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to complete them in the next video.